for a minute. Is it only me out there? No one seems to think that I fit in, but I don't wanna be like them. No, 'cause I don't wanna be like them. 'Cause I know that I had a dream that someday I would just fly away. Oh, 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 I fly away. Oh, 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 I fly away.
Good morning and welcome to this florrOS event. I am excited to reveal all our new services. In the intro, we saw different cities in Europe. What we want to say is that the florrOS community has grown incredibly big. We know for sure that in all these different cities there are multiple florrOS players. It is unbelievable that florrOS has come this far. That is why we started developing florrOS. But that is not what we are going to talk about today. Today, we are going to reveal something else. And here it is.
Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
You saw that right. We are developing florrAI, artificial intelligence specifically designed to answer questions about florrOS. We have a lot to talk about, but let's start with the capabilities. florrAI can do several things. The main function is to answer questions about florrOS. For example, ask, what is the base damage of ultrabone? And florrAI will answer with something like, ultrabone has a base damage of 109.35. The second function of florrAI is to make builds. For example, ask, make a magic bubble build with poo, all max mythic rarity. And florrAI will answer with something like, use 4 mythic magic leaf, 1 mythic poo, 1 mythic powder, and 4 legendary magic bubbles. The third and last function is to make a kind of report. In that report, you can let florrAI collect information about fire and hell. florrAI gives you as much information as possible. Think of drops, recommended builds, petals, and talents to use there, and much more. Now it's time to talk about the technology of florrAI. florrAI based on Ollama plus DeepSeek. This is DeepSeek R17B. This is the latest version AI of the Chinese open-source project DeepSeek. DeepSeek is free and open source, which means that no subscriptions or costs are needed to develop florrAI, which ensures rapid development so that people can use the services faster. DeepSeek is also light enough for local use, which means that florrAI runs completely locally on your computer and can even be used offline. This version of DeepSeek also scores up to 20% higher on various benchmarks compared to other 7B models, making it one of the best 7B models available today. There are even benchmarks in which DeepSeek R17B scores up to 15% better than ChatGPT 3.5, a very good AI model that was available until recently. ChatGPT 3.5 only scored better here on the general knowledge part, which florAI does not need at the moment. So that is the technology of florAI with incredibly good scores, where even ChatGPT sometimes gets lower scores. Now let's talk about compatibility. You can run florAI on different operating systems, but let's start with florOS. When you install florOS on your computer, florOS will check if your computer is compatible with florAI. To run florAI in florOS, you need at least a 6-core CPU, such as an Intel Core i5 or AMD Ryzen 5 of a recent generation. You also need 16 gigabytes of RAM and at least 30 gigabytes of storage left after installing florOS. For best results, we recommend a 10-core CPU, 32 gigabytes of RAM, and 40 gigabytes of storage, and possibly a GPU. By the way, don't worry if your computer doesn't meet these requirements, because florOS also works with lower specifications, just without florAI. Because these are high requirements to run florAI, we also offer a grub menu with the arrival of florOS. A grub menu will allow you to switch between florOS and another operating system during boot, such as Windows 11 or Ubuntu. You'll hear more about this at the florOS development event later this year. There are 3 more operating systems that florAI works on. The first is Windows. The same requirements apply for Windows. florAI works in Windows 10 and 11, just as an app. florAI has the same function in Windows and gets the design as we showed earlier. florAI for Windows can simply be downloaded via GitHub as an .exe file. florAI is also coming for Mac OS. Different specifications apply for Mac OS. The only thing you need is Apple Silicon, because florAI does not work with Intel Macs. Apple Silicon includes the M1, M2, M3, and M4 chip series. Because WWDC25 from Apple is not until Monday, we cannot show much of florAI for Mac OS yet, but we know for sure that we will use the new possibilities to develop apps that will be announced on Monday. Finally, there is florAI for Linux, which gets a slightly different design. You can choose from different styles in florAI for Linux. These styles are based on how the developers of Linux see an operating system. For example, consider a style for Ubuntu or Linux Mint that perfectly matches your operating system. Last but not least, we need to talk about availability. florAI for florOS will be available in summer 2026. Early beta editions will be available this winter. florAI for Windows 10 and 11 will be available spring 2026. Early beta editions will be available this fall. florAI for Mac OS will be available fall 2026. Early beta editions will be available summer 2026. florAI for Linux will be available summer 2026. Early beta editions will be available spring 2026. Unfortunately, in these versions, you can only use the questions about florIO function. The other functions will be available later. This was the florOS special event. Have a nice day, and hopefully we will see you again at the florOS developing event later this year.